the Clarksville Community School Board special meeting to order. If you will stand and join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do I have a motion to amend or adopt the agenda?
I move that we adopt the agenda.
I will second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it is unanimous. Personnel, Dr. Bennett.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the board. Good evening, everyone. Board members, uploaded in your board portal are a few recommendations for personnel. First, for administrative, we have a transfer for a CES assistant principal to assistant principal for RELA, Renaissance Early Learning Academy. Next, for certified, we have a resignation for a special ed teacher at both CES and St. Anthony's. Under classified, we have the appointment for Michael Fitzgerald. Pending board approval, Michael, aka Fitz, will be our athletic director in training effective June 3rd and will be in official capacity as a K-12 athletic director for Clarksville Community Schools effective July 20th, 2026. We have 3 transfers for consideration this evening. We're recommending Ms. Katie Limpert be transferred to lead nurse for CCSC and Ms. Linda Hall be the school nurse for CES and RELA. We are also recommending our district level accounts payable clerk go from 24 hours per week back to 15 to 19 hours per week. We have 1 leave of absence for a building treasurer at Clarksville Middle. Lastly, under extra duty or volunteer, we have 3 appointments, 1 for Clarksville High School assistant soccer coach, summer weights coach, and a volunteer high school football coach. If you have no questions, I ask that you approve the personnel report as presented.
We have a recommendation. Do we have a motion?
I will make a motion. I will second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it is unanimous.
Okay, welcome. Do we have any new besides Fitz here of our new staff members? Michael, welcome. If you'd like to say anything, the podium's yours.
Real quickly. I'm Fitz, Michael Fitzgerald. I'm definitely excited for the opportunity. Pam Hall, former boss here, coming from Jeffersonville. Really excited. It's, I guess, a dream, and now I get to live out that dream. Board, I'm very thankful that you chose me. Very much looking forward to working with each and every one of you and, to better the lives of the student athletes here at Clarksville. Thank you.
Welcome.
Congratulations. Fundraising request, Dr. Bennett.
Thank you, Madam President. Uploading your board portal are 3 fundraising requests for athletics. First, Clarksville High School Volleyball has 2 fundraisers to discuss this evening. They're asking to hold a serve-a-thon from July 15th through August 15th, 26. Players will be able to collect pledges from family and friends based on serving performance. The serve-a-thon will take place on July 31st, 26. Each serve will be 50 cents, and each player will have 100 serves. All funds will help purchase a team apparel and team building activities. Next, volleyball team is asking to hold a car wash day at O'Reilly's Auto Parts on June 20th, 26. The team will also ask for donations June 3rd through June 30th, 26. The coach and players will wash and dry cars for a donation. From O'Reilly's will also donate all the supplies and advertise the event for Clarksville. All funds will help purchase team apparel and team building activities. Lastly, Clarksville High School football is asking to advertise signs at Guy Newcomb Field June 3rd through August 14th, 26. Each sign will be $500 for new customers and $300 for returning customers. Signs are purchased from 323 Inc. and are paid from advertising sales. All funds will help purchase team apparel and equipment. If you have no questions, I ask that you please approve the fundraisers as presented.
We have a recommendation. Do we have a motion?
I will make a motion to approve the fundraising request.
I'll second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it is unanimous. Donations, Dr. Bennett.
Thank you, Madam President. Uploading your portal are a few donations to discuss this evening, all for Clarksville High School. Clarksville High School received a $500 donation from Kiwanis Club for Clarksville for the Europe trip, $200 donation from the Clarksville High School Alumni Association also for the Europe trip, and a $50 donation to the Clarksville High School yearbook from IMC. If you have no questions, I ask that you approve the donation request as presented.
We have a recommendation. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it is unanimous. 2627 Statement of Benefits, Dr. Bennett.
Thank you. Uploading your portals a recommendation for a few statements of benefits for the 26-27 school year. The rest of the statement of benefits will be brought back to the board next week for your approval. First, we updated the Clarksville Elementary School Assistant Principal salary and benefits for RELA to the administration statement of benefits. Next, under other employees, we added a classified employee of the year coordinator stipend and accounts payable receivable clerk. Lastly, we created a classified statement of benefits for athletic director. If you have no questions, I ask that you approve the statement of benefits as presented.
We have a recommendation. Do we have a motion?
I move that we approve the statement of benefits.
I will second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it is unanimous. 2027 CHS prom contract. Dr. Bennett.
Thank you, Madam President. Uploaded in your portal was a contract from the Vista at Origin Park for Clarksville High School prom scheduled for Saturday, May 15th, 2027. The total amount for this contract is $3,975. Once approved, Dr. Goldman will sign off and send it back to the vendor. If you have no questions, I ask you approve the contract for CHS prom at the Vista at Origin Park as presented.
Do you have a recommendation? Do we have a motion?
I will make a motion.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it is unanimous. Recommendation for preschool tuition. Dr. Allred.
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening, members of the board. Uploaded in your board package, you should have seen a recommendation regarding our tuition for our preschool. It was actually a shock to me, but I went back and looked. We are going to be entering our 5th year of full-day preschool this upcoming school year. And in all the last 4 years, we've not had any sort of increase in our tuition. And of course, with the times and the costs, it's time for us to look at that. So I would like to recommend that you do increase our tuition to $175 per week. And we, of course, for our employees, will still grant them the 50% reduction. So if you would do that and give your permission, then we would ask that you please approve that. Thank you.
We have a recommendation. Do we have a motion?
I will make a motion that we increase the tuition for the preschool.
I'll second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it is unanimous. Recommendation for stipend. Dr. Bennett.
Upload in your portal was a recommendation for stipend for athletic director in training. I'm asking the board approve a one-time stipend of $5,000 for the day's work. Mr. Fitzgerald will work June 3rd through 5th, 9th through 12th, 16th through 19th, 23rd through 30th, July 1st and 2nd. In addition, he will, as I stated earlier, begin an official capacity on July 20th, 2026. Are those dates correct on what you submitted? Yes. I think so. Okay, if you have no questions, I ask you to approve the recommendation for stipend as presented.
We have a recommendation. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it is unanimous. Anything under other? No. Okay, I will adjourn the special and open the planning session. Do I have a motion to amend to adopt this agenda?
I move that we adopt the agenda.
I will second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it is unanimous. Special recognitions. Dr. Bennett.
This is our favorite part of the evening. We get to recognize all the great people at Clarksville Community Schools. Sometimes they're students, sometimes they're staff. Tonight it's bittersweet because these great people that have served our corporation will be moving on. And while we will miss them, clearly we're happy for every one of you. So at this time, we're going to recognize our retirees. Tonight we're honoring 6 members of the Clarksville team who have decided to retire and begin their much-deserved and earned permanent vacation. Each of you are going to be very hard to replace, and you've set a standard very high for dedication, work ethic, commitment, and love for your school and community. I thank you for everything you have done for our students, families, throughout your years, and appreciate the standards you've set for the rest of us who will attempt to fill the void, fill your shoes. First off, we would like to ask Ms. Polly Zeller, could you please come up? Right here, it's great. Mrs. Zeller, Polly has served our corporation for 3 years. Prior, Polly was 18 years at Holy Cross. Holy Family. We said cross. Holy Family. My apologies. Prior to joining CCSC, Holly has been an outstanding pre-K paraprofessional for Clarksville Community Schools. She came to us with extensive knowledge as a former teacher and has a great compassion and empathy for her students and coworkers. Not only was Polly great at her job, she often went out of her way to support our staff and students in a kind and loving way. Polly, from all of us, you have more than earned your retirement, and we wish you nothing but the best. At this time, I would like to invite any board member who would like to make comments about Polly and her service to Clarksville Community Schools. Starting with Mr. Colonel
The only thing
Polly.
I can say is, unfortunately, I didn't ignore all these years, but anybody who makes that type of dedication to the school, especially in that field, goes beyond recognition. I mean, and to come from Holy Cross.
Holy family.
Holy
See,
family.
I got it in my mind. And I sat there and thought twice, am I saying it right?
Yes.
Holyfield,
Yes.
I'm sorry. To come to another school and take on the same challenge, it speaks volumes. So thank you for your dedication.
It's always nice to look at somebody and know that they're going to retire. Even though it's hard leaving an era that you have been in, it's a wonderful thing to be able to say, I'm retired. But thank you for all that you've done for all of the children that you have served.
Thank you so much, and enjoy your retirement.
I'm going to say this to every one of the retirees. What you did mattered. It did matter.
She always makes it hard to follow. She always says the right thing. Congratulations on your retirement, and thank you for taking such good care of our littlest students. Enjoy.
Dr. Allred, I should have started with you as well after the board. Yes.
Holly, as you heard, we're getting ready to go into our 5th year of full-day preschool. And I was thrilled when I heard that they were hiring someone who had such great experience with children. And I have to tell you, I've seen you working with the children. I've seen how you interact with them, how they interact with you. And it's just a thrill to know that we can get someone who has your qualifications to work with that young age, and there's such their formative years. And so thank you very much. It was greatly appreciated.
And if you feel retirement and you want to come back, you know you're always welcome at Clarksville. At this time, I'm going to turn the mic over to you if you want to say anything. You're a teacher. You have to. You don't, nothing? Thank your son for being here this evening?
Okay, fine. Yes, I was at Holy Family, and I taught kindergarten for 18 years. So before that, I did have a preschool for 9 years, a private preschool, back in the day when there weren't very many preschools. And then I substituted and all that. But about 35 years total, I was in education. And it's time for me to retire. The patience is... So thank you for giving me 3 good years here at Clarksville. It was a fun ride, and I met so many good friends that I'll still have for a long time. So thank you.
Holy patience was it. I should have retired 20 years ago.
Oh, no.
So that's a metric. On behalf of the school board, a little something there for you to go to a nice dinner. But we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hey, next up, Mr. Leonard Miller. Could you please join me? You go by Butch. What'd you say? Okay, Mr. Butch. Okay. Mr. Butch served our corporation for 12 years as our bus monitor. All the attributes that I have appreciated, one of the attributes I've appreciated was Mr. Butch's reliability. Bus drivers, man, our bus drivers are reliable. You know they're going to show up and they're going to drive these kids and be on the bus with them. And his ability to put a smile on our most vulnerable students' faces. Mr. Butch was always approachable and pleasant to be around. Great role model for our students and a great coworker to his team. Mr. Butch, congratulations on your retirement. We wish you nothing but the best. Turn it over to our board members.
I want to say thank you for your patience, because I'm sure getting the kids first thing in the morning and getting them at the last part of the day, it was probably taxing. And for you to be able to stay there and with a smile and do that, you definitely have some patience. I do like your hat. Looks like you're already in the mood to go fishing, so you got retirement on the mind. But thank you for all you've done.
Just think, you don't have to set an alarm clock. That was my favorite thing, not having to set an alarm clock. And again, like Mark said, thank you for being patient with the little ones. That's amazing.
And it sounded like in the reception earlier that you were very well liked by the kids too, so that has to mean a lot to you. So thank you and enjoy your retirement.
What you did mattered.
Yes.
Congratulations, and thank you for all your years of service and for being so good to our kids.
Mr. Butch?
Well, I've enjoyed my 12 years here. And hopefully, I'll be back next year. That's about all I've got to say.
Okay.
I'm not a public speaker.
And that's okay. Thank you for everything you've done on behalf of the board. See if you can keep that alive this summer.
Oh, my wife will love
That's
that.
what I thought, your wife. There you go. Thank you. Okay, next up, the one, the only, Mr. Tony Hall. Could you please join me at the podium? Mr. Hall, Coach Hall, Athletic Director Hall, Mr. Board Member Hall, all the things. Teacher Tony Hall has served our corporation for 5 years as a math teacher at Clarksville High School. Before joining us at Clarksville Community School, Mr. Hall had over 41 years in education, serving students, as I said, coach, athletic director, teacher, etc. 46 years total in education. And Pam, don't take this wrong way, but you do not look that old. You do not look old enough to serve 41 years. Tony was a staple at supporting students outside of school hours during extracurricular events. I heard Dr. Goldman say that earlier. It was nice to see you at events supporting our kids. The support he showed when the students went a long way and proved that he always had the kids' best interest at heart. Tony was a reliable employee with a team-first attitude. One thing that always impressed me personally was when I visited Tony's classroom was the command he had on classroom management. I believe this was in part because he was part old school, and he made it his business to get to know the kids on a personal level in order to create a mutual respect, which is a must, especially in today's society. Tony, thank you for everything you've done and meant to our corporation. We appreciate it, even though we did pluck you from Austin, I think. I think Tony's first retirement was Austin High School after Greater Clark, correct? No, I'll let you talk, okay. But I know we got you from someplace after that, so.
From Austin.
Okay, that's what I thought, so if I had to get you, we'll let you talk in a second. Mr. Palmer.
Wow, that's a lifetime commitment to education. Thank you. That is, I don't know what to say on that. That can't be matched. So, thank you.
Commitment to all those children and commitment to math. That to me is wonderful. I observed you in a classroom not too long ago, and I enjoyed hearing you and hearing the way you talked to the kids, the way you were relating to the kids. I was quite impressed. Great retirement in your future.
Congratulations and enjoy your retirement. Sorry. Tongue-tied.
And what you did mattered.
That's all right. You taught me math in middle school in Charlestown when the school was brand new. I was that first class that went through those 4 years, and I'm thinking you're the one that made me memorize my Social Security number, if I get that right. That was part of our classroom, but enjoy your retirement. And thanks for spending your last 5 years of teaching with us.
Thank you.
I could talk forever, long career, but I spoke at the high school the other day, and one thing I did not mention was the most important thing are relationships that a teacher has with students. And like right now, I'm looking on Facebook, and the kids I had my first year, 1979, 7th grade math at Charlestown Middle School, they're turning 60 on Facebook. So I'm wishing them a happy birthday. Well, they may not remember what 2X and 3X is, but they remember that I called them Squid or Spud or something. They remember their nickname. So those relationships is something that I cherish and hold on to.
See if you can keep it alive or Pam.
Okay. Thank you.
And thank you, Tony. I appreciate you. Miss Christine Allred, could you please come up? Chris or Christine, but I don't think I've ever asked you that formally. Christine served our corporation for 20 years, with the first 10 years being a business computer teacher and her last 10 years as our guidance counselor for Clarksville High School. Christine has over 32 years in education. Christine has been a great coworker, one who paid great attention to detail and never hesitated to step in and help take on a task, whether it was subbing in the classroom, helping a teacher or any staff member, qualities that were admired by her administrator and coworkers, and she may have written that, Dr. Goldman. Chris was the type of counselor who understood that students need to have freedom and accountability to hold themselves to a higher level in order to help prepare them for life after high school. She ensured our students' success, whether it was trade school, college scholarships, or entering the workforce. She was the silent cheerleader behind the scenes guiding the students. I have personally worked with Christine through our Family Foundation Scholarship and can vouch for the quality of scholarship applications submitted by Clarksville High School students. When we get these scholarship applications, we know it's a direct reflection on the energy, time, and investment that high school counselors are willing to put in their students and not letting them turn in, quite frankly, horrible work. I appreciate Chris's attention to detail and the fact she holds her students to higher standards. Chris, thank you for everything that you've done and meant for our corporation. And we hope to see you in the future. You never know. Turn it over to the board members.
I just want to say that I hope that this means,
Right.
I hope this means there'll be less Amazon packages on my front door.
Yes. Wait, and Dr. A, we didn't get a chance to talk for Tony Hall. You want to back up?
Tony, I didn't get a chance to work with you a lot, but I do have to echo some of the things that were said. And when I had gone down the hallways of the high school and passed by your room, I could tell by the way you interacted with the students. You still had your passion for math, you still had your passion for teaching, and it was being imparted to them, and they were participating. So thank you for that, and congratulations. And also, Mr. Butch, and I have to tell you, that's all right. I'm forgettable, I know.
Yeah.
But Mr. Butch, monitoring on the bus is an extremely important position. And the fact that you were there checking on the children and making sure that they were doing what they should do, but also staying safe, we greatly appreciate that too, so thank you.
And your comments about Amazon, it's a good thing she's had a job. I have to remind him that all the time.
Had.
Remind him, it's like, these Amazon packages, like, well, it's funny thing, she's got a job. So that's
Had.
good. Yeah. We have the same conversation in our home. Mr. Palmer.
Like that was busting to come out. First, I want to say thank you, especially with all the stress and turmoil and family issues these kids deal with today, for you to take on that challenge. That's a lot. And thank you for being there for them, and especially here at Clarksville.
I could say oodles, but I'm going to say one thing that we haven't brought up, and it would be to anyone, especially in the classroom. You really handled well these children during COVID. You were there for them even though they were who knows where, but you were there for them, and I want to thank you for that.
Having all three of my kids go through, I know you've probably know them maybe too well, I'm not sure. But, I know my daughter really, really liked you, so you made a huge impact, so you will be missed, but enjoy retirement.
What you did mattered. It did.
Yes.
I've enjoyed with the Kiwanis scholarships. That's about the only interaction we really have that's, one-on-one. And it always went smoothly, and I always knew I could count on you to get everything I needed to me in a timely fashion. And enjoy your time, and you have more time to shop on Amazon now. So.
Yeah. And coming full circle, but anyone here want the last word before we turn it over to Ms. Okay.
I've said my piece.
Okay.
So this t-shirt came from Amazon, and I bought it specifically for tonight, Vintage School Counselor. So, I've been around for a while. I'm vintage. I started off at the old high school, so I remember the old building, and then I remember when it got built, the new building, and then now Dr. Bennett has remodeled this building, so that tells you how long I've been around. So taught for 10 years a long time ago. I left for 12, came back for 10, so I appreciate you all. Thank you.
On behalf of the board. Thank you for everything. Okay, Mr. Bill Smith, would you please join me at the podium? So Bill has served Clarksville Community School for 28 years. Prior to Bill's employment as an aide at Clarksville at GRC, Bill started working Clarksville Middle School basketball at 19 years old. Is that correct, Bill? Bill has been Mr. Clarksville. There is no doubt about it. As I said, Bill started his career at GRC, which is no longer in existence, as we know, as an aide just to get his foot in the door at Clarksville schools. Bill began teaching in 1998, and the rest is history. Mr. Smith has been a staple at supporting students in extracurricular activities as a coach and a mentor. Bill is very dependable and has a great work ethic. I have always seen, and this is what everyone says, Bill always has a smile on his face and has an easygoing attitude and is never afraid to step in and help. I know I've never seen you get rattled. Like, it's easy, nice and easy. That's good. Bill, thank you so much for everything you have done and meant for our corporation. You know, it goes beyond words with the number of years that you've served, and pretty much this has been your life since 19. It's your home. Yeah. Well, it's always going to be your home. So that's a good thing. And you just don't have to come home every day if you don't want to, you know, but come back anytime. So at this time, I would like to turn it over to the board, and don't let me forget Dr. Allred at the end.
You know, it's interesting as you sit here and you add all these numbers up, and I thought we was only looking at over 100 years, but then you hear the additional years that have been put in, and it's over 200 years easily. It's just the commitment that is made. You know, it's a life choice. It really is. And for somebody to take this on at 19 years old and still be here, my gosh. But thank you. Thank you for your commitment and to your service here at the Clarksville School, and for the time you stepped in at GRC. You know, when I started with the police department way back, that was one of my favorite schools to go through, walk through, because everybody was so happy. So you don't see many people that were still from that age.
Thank you.
I've known you for lots and lots of years, probably since 1998, but you are so appreciated and you're so valued to the students that you've touched their lives. I know when my grandchildren started through the school system here, you always had a smile on your face no matter what duty you had taking care of any of the kids. And from a grandma's perspective, that's awesome. Thank you, Bill.
One of my favorite, you were one of Ethan's teachers, and did you teach Kirsten and Jake? Because I cannot remember. I don't think so. I just remember Ethan, but you were one of our favorite teachers as a family. It was just, you will be greatly missed, but I know you'll enjoy your retirement.
Thank you.
And what you did mattered.
I met you when you taught my daughter, and I think you taught all three of the boys, I'm not sure. And I told you earlier, I'm really sad that you're not going to get to teach my grandson because he's going into second grade this year. So he barely missed you. But, I mean, you grew up with my husband, and I see you at the Kiwanis Golf Scramble, so I know I'll get to still see you at Kroger and there.
Yeah.
So, and you will be missed, but congratulations. You definitely deserve it.
Dr. A.
Bill, known you for a long time. Congratulations on your retirement. And it's really special when you can be someplace and it's your home, and then you can be here just to give back to this community. So congratulations again. Best wishes. And I know we're going to see you around for sure. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I just wanted to thank the board for this recognition, and also congratulations to the other retirees. I actually stepped onto this campus in 1972 to attend first grade at Green Acres. Mr. Lewis has known me since I was 6 years old. So his youngest son is my best friend, and I knew him and Tom from the subdivision, and I just am so thankful that I've been able to teach, because I thought when I became a teacher, I'd have to go away to work myself back to Clarksville, but just happened to be an opening at GRC after I worked that first year. And I know, Dr. Allred, you're good friends with Mr. Stocksdale.
He speaks very highly of you.
Well, I just wanted, because I know you guys have a close relationship, and if you could pass on my thanks to him.
Absolutely.
He was the one that was integral in hiring me at GRC. And as a middle schooler, he was my science teacher, and I always wanted him for a coach. And it took the good Lord 13 more years to be, working for him as a principal, working with him. So such a kind man, and so thankful for all that he was like a second dad, and I appreciate those years. I don't think this is kind of an inside joke, but now, Ms. Kaufman, I'll never forget Riverside Data Manager. I always kept, I remember a couple of times just.
I was going to say, I've seen you ruffled.
But yeah, it's so nice because it kind of feels like I'm in the Hall of Fame, like with these other people. So thank you, and thanks for the opportunity.
And last but certainly not least, Mr. Bud Lewis, AKA Mr. Fix-It. Lewis, could you please join me? Did you hear? All right. Bud has served our corporation as our bus mechanic, summer work crew, custodial, and whatever else was needed for 38 years. Bud has been a model employee for so many and has set a good work example on what it is like to be responsible, reliable, and committed to your school district. Bud has been such a great asset to our corporation and was exceptional in helping train Mr. Mike Kane to pick up where Bud left off most recently. Out of all the attributes that Bud brings to the table as an employee, what is most admirable is his ability to put a smile on anyone's face, whether they're having a great day or a bad one. Bud can make anyone's day a little brighter. People have that aura, and he has that aura when he walks into a room. So many memories and lifelong friendships have been developed throughout his tenure at Clarksville Community Schools. Bud, thank you for your service and the support you have provided our staff, students, and their families. We wish you best of luck on this much-earned retirement. At this time, I'd like to ask any board members to speak.
But it sounds like when people say, I know a man, it sounds like you're that man.
Yeah.
Man that can fix this. I know a man knows how to do this. I know the man has the answers. Sounds like you're definitely that man, especially after 38 years. My gosh. I don't know how that experience will be replaced. So hopefully you're just a phone call away, because I'm sure that will happen. When something goes wrong, they say, well, I know somebody knows how to fix it, but I'm going to have to call them. But I hope you get to enjoy your retirement, and the phone calls are not too bothersome on you. Thank you for all you've given.
I do hope Mike has your number. But thank you for all you've done and all the things you've touched and fixed.
38 years is pretty awesome. So thank you, and enjoy your retirement.
And what you did mattered. All six of you. All six of you. You have no idea how you've touched the lives of so many kids. It's awesome. So thank you.
Congratulations on your retirement, and thank you for, like Deb said, everything you've fixed, everything you've touched, every student, every coworker that you've met and made an impact on. So congratulations.
Dr. Allred.
Mr. Lewis to spend 38 years to assist us after you finish your first career. It's amazing. I don't think I ever met someone who didn't like Bud Lewis. So thank you, congratulations. I think you're probably one of the kindest human beings I've had the privilege to know.
Mr. Lewis, would you like to say a few words? If you guys want to know what I say, well, tell him I see you at the casino all the time.
I just want to thank everybody for my 38 years at the school and Clarksville. I love Clarksville School. Go Clarksville.
Yay.
I'm sure I'll see you around. Congratulations. Okay. What's that? Oh, yeah, but stay right there, like, just hold him right there, okay. 106 years of service for our 6 retirees just for Clarksville Community Schools. Over 200 if you add all their other prior years. That's a lot of time, energy, and commitment for our district. Each of our retirees have earned the right to enter this next phase of their life, and we wish them all the health, happiness, and peace that they so deserve. And if you guys fail at retirement, just remember, we always have a lot of job openings, so feel free to come back. Can we get another round of applause for all of our retirees? Thank you, guys, and I think Brian would like all of our retirees to come up here and stand in the front. Board members, could you guys mind to stand behind them by your chairs? So, Brian, how do you want to?
Yeah, we'll just kind of have people toward the middle. We'll shift actually down.
Can you scoot in this a little bit? Okay, thank you.
We're actually going to shift down a little bit this way, just so the projector is in your all's faces on the picture.
Okay. Chairs, how do you want the chairs, Brian? In or out?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay.
You're not really going to see them too
Okay.
much. However you want.
He's tall.
He's tall.
Yes, Mr. Butch. Mr. Butch. Mr. Butch.
Much better.
We're short.
All right. The group discussion is going to get it off. Yeah, I'm just going to have to go on. All right, forgive me for standing on that. But you all will like
Be
the
careful,
angle
Brian, that'll flip down.
All right, on count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Good?
Perfect.
Okay, another round of applause.
The retirees would like to stay, you're more than welcome, but you're also welcome to head home if you got other things to do. Yeah, we can guarantee you've seen the best we have to offer.
Congratulations.
All right, education update and superintendent's report, Dr. Bennett.
Thank you so much. In regards to graduation, I'd like to say thank you and a great job to Dr. Goldman, Dr. Pate, our counselors, office staff, for yet another great graduation ceremony. Also, special thanks to all the teachers and administrators across our district who participated. That is something unique, I think, that Clarksville does. I've been to a lot of graduations that is kind of neat that all the other teachers and administrators are invited to join. So it's always nice to see them. I would also like to shout out all the administrators across our district for successful end of the year events. We had a phenomenal year, and the events were great, but it was uneventful, and if you know, you know. So appreciate everybody for all their work throughout the whole year. Regarding summer school, we have approximately 96 students participating in summer school for grades 3 through 8 this year, and grades 9 through 12 for credit recovery. Clarksville Elementary has 47, middle school 14, and Clarksville High School has 35. Summer school runs through the end of June, and I would like to say thank you to those teachers who are willing to step up and provide the extra time and support for our students. Camp Invention begins the week of June 22nd. So far, we have 71 campers enrolled, with 6 more in the pipeline. Camp Invention has become very successful and a much anticipated week for our young scholars. As a reminder, Camp Invention this year will be at Clarksville Elementary School due to the retrofit for the On My Way Pre-K beginning in the fall of the 26-27 school year at Rella. Reminder that our first annual General's Car Show is Saturday, June 13th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The car show is a fundraiser to support our soccer program. Please spread the word and let's help support our soccer community. Lastly, we have quite a lot of summer facility projects going on campus this summer. We are going to have a complete technology office upgrade. If you guys have been over to the technology department, you know that they desperately needed some love, like the rest of the corporation has gotten over the years. The technology department will be getting new flooring, painting, furniture, breakout eating space, little mini kitchen. Their storage room's going to be reconfigured with better storage systems in order to help our technology department have just an overall better system in place, especially with the number of devices that we are repairing and currently managing as a result of being a one-to-one corporation. Shout out to Bobby on that. Bobby took it upon himself. He literally, I don't know what design program you used, but Bobby was able to design how the layout of their new space, and has been instrumental in helping our architects, quite frankly. And then Brian and Angela have been invested in kind of the finishes on the colors and all the things that they're more concerned about. So it's going to be a really nice space for them. I'm very happy for the technology department. They absolutely deserve it. Let's see, what else we got going on this? And by the way, this will all be funded through Bond 2024 from our current bond. Rella, Renaissance Learning Studios 1 and 2 walls work has started this past Friday. They're prepping the room. CMS Terrazzo refinish has started, and they have been stripping and waxing since Monday. Then the next phase will be grinding before then the polishing or the finishing, and then again we'll have all nice trim. I cannot wait to see what that looks like. I'm hoping that updates the flooring in there. CES HVAC controls upgrades has started. Once the elementary school is completed, all buildings HVAC controls will have been completed and updated. Clarksville Elementary School front playground turf started yesterday. There was a section that we used leftover turf from maybe the football field, and it was not laid. We just did it to hide the mud, but what we've learned, kids play on that area a lot. So we went ahead and finished what we started, and that will take a couple days, that's all. Tennis courts are being resurfaced. We have inverted the colors. What do we have? Green and gray. We have had maybe a little bit darker shade of green. The green is on the outside this time, gray is on the inside. It should look really nice, but it kind of keeps the same color scheme. That begins June 7th, and then all parking lots across the district at the same time are going to be resealed, repainted, and that happens in July. As you guys know, the middle school has been painted, but the second phase of that was all of the trim and the doors and all the, I don't know, looked like old concrete, has been painted black, and it looks like it's nice and new and crisp. The only piece that we have left there is the front office, and they're actually working in there. So beginning this month, once everybody pretty much clears out, then they'll finish the office project. The pole barn painting project is in process and will be completed the next day or so. In essence, it now looks like a mirror image of the field house. It looks so nice, anchored with our press box in the middle. So if you're out driving about, take a look to your left, you'll see it. And also when we get a date for the board members to see all these upgrades on campus, you'll see them up close and personal. We also are completing an upgrade to the bus barn office. That's another space that has not been touched. Bus barn will be getting, that's already, new flooring is complete. Painting has already been complete. We will be using the same vendor that wrapped our cabinets at the high school. Well, all their cabinetry out there will be wrapped where it looks like it's new cabinetry and more appealing. And that we're waiting for the quote back on that. We also will be purchasing a new refrigerator, microwave, and a table for them out there. We're working with a vendor out of Scottsburg. Scott is actually to brand our new Corporation Suburban with striping, branding, etc. I believe that was the same vendor that you guys used, Colonel Palmer, with the police, correct, back in the day? Yeah, Brandon Watson. He did. I think he does a really nice job. We've ordered classroom furniture for grades 1 and 2 at Clarksville Elementary School. That will complete new furniture district-wide grades on my way, pre-K all the way through 12th grade. The final phase of branding at Clarksville Middle School for the academic wing has been finished. It looks phenomenal. And then we're working with the CSO designers for branding and painting color schemes for both the gyms at Clarksville Middle School. That's the last place in that building that needs to be updated. The bleacher projects for Clarksville Middle School, that will be the main gym, and the Chuck Fran gym are scheduled for early September. And we're also working with ESG. That was a vendor that retrofitted all of our lights for LED way back in maybe 2018 to get quotes for the upgrade lighting at the Chuck Fran's gym. The current lighting that we have is about 1/2 of the capacity of what it should be in regards to lumens and the brightness of lights. We're going to be getting black bleachers in there, and it's dark. I mean, we need to lighten the place up. So we had a preliminary quote, and we'll put the formal process in play. We'll bring a quote back to the board here in the next month to get that lighting. The goal would be to get that completed by the start of school. Like I said, I'll be bringing that and any other project recommendations back next month to keep you guys updated. Jennifer will reach out to you. We'll figure out a time that you guys can all maybe spend an hour, hour and a half, and we can go and you can see all the upgrades in each of the building. Brian's going to feature, our July feature, I think, is going to be, our Clarksville Connect is going to be upgrades throughout the district and kind of what we're doing. So at this time, that's all I have as far as my updates. I am going to turn this over to Miss Wendy Ivy and Miss Abby Kaufman to come on up. I'd like for Abby to introduce Wendy, and Wendy is our new high ability coordinator. The board voted on her contract last week or so, but she won't be starting for a while in official capacity. There's going to be a 30-day separation and all that good stuff. So just kind of like Abby to say thank you publicly for what you've done to get this program started and to get us where we are. We looked at this, was it 2018, Brian? Today we were just looking at milestones, and I feel like started the program in 2018. You've grown teachers, you've grown, we have more teachers with certification, and we've got the program, and now Wendy's going to pick up where you are and take us to the next level. So I'm going to turn it over to you to say what you'd like to say.
Well, thank you for letting me come to your meeting just to talk about high ability, which you all know is one of my favorite things to do. I have enjoyed being a part of Clarksville so much for the past 8 years. I really like it here. I work for a lot of school systems all around the state of Indiana, and you have something very special here at Clarksville. This is a really good school corporation for kids to be learning in. And I really want to commend the board and the leadership for the prioritization of high ability services here. When we talk about Camp Invention, I am blown away that we have that many kids coming to Camp Invention. But if you remember, those of you that were on the board, that started with a commitment from the school system to pay for kids to go to Camp Invention. And we saw the families see the value in it, and the kids see how much fun it is, and look at how much it has grown and is supporting itself now, in part through Miss Pavlina and the work that she's doing. Many of you guys have come and served on our broad-based planning committee and been a part of finding out what we're doing and where we need to grow and how we can start this program and keep it moving and launching, making Clarksville a place for families to want to come because what we offer for high ability kids. So thank you for that commitment. And if I could leave you with a challenge, it would be that we need high ability advocates. We need people that in the forums that you're in the community with the teachers, but especially in the community with families and legislatively, when you are talking to leaders that make decisions that impact our schools, please, please, please be a high ability advocate. Please keep in mind the value of those kids, because they are a demographic of kids that it's easy to say they'll be fine. All the other demographics of students have such deep needs that are visible and easy for us to understand why they need advocacy. And this group of kids can hide if we're not careful. So when you're out there as leaders of our school corporation, please keep talking about what we do that's great for kids at Clarksville and why we're able to do that, because we have support and resources from the state of Indiana. That is one of the only programs that didn't get deeply cut in all of the budget cuts. And I don't know how, except through the advocacy of school boards, of coordinators, of superintendents, and of teachers. So please keep that up. And I am super excited to gift you with one of the most amazing people. When I started in education 25 years ago, this was my mentor teacher, and which makes her considerably older than me, as you can imagine. I was going to say, we are actually very close in age and very quickly became just deep, deep friends. And we were able to start a high ability program in Floyd County together. And so we really got to be on the forefront of what it means to serve these kids and to develop programs and curriculum that is appropriate for their learning readiness. And so I really consider Wendy the Meryl Streep of education. I mean, she is next level. And I could not leave Clarksville, even though I knew in my heart that there were some things in my family that were needing me to leave. I couldn't do it until a conversation came up whereby she said, I'm thinking of retiring. And the wheels started turning. How can we turn this into an amazing thing for Clarksville? So I thank you for the time that I've been able to serve here, and I am leaving you in the most possible capable hands on planet Earth. You're going to love her.
Oh, thank you, Abby. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, we did start that. I remember, I think we started with going to Spring Mill for like a workshop overnight, and we were cutting up standards for multiple grades from the books because it wasn't digital yet, trying to figure out how we were going to teach this program. So yes, it was quite exciting. Just to give you a little background, I am retiring from being the principal at Highland Hills Middle School. I've had 33 years in education. First 15 years were teaching many, many different grades, but in middle school and in elementary. And then the last 18 years I've been in administration. I have an elementary degree. My bachelor's is in elementary. I have a math endorsement. I have my administration license, and then of course I have my high ability license that we had. Whenever we started this, we had to like recruit, I think, to get the program in our building, and then we thought that there were going to be these big gifted and talented teachers come down from the state, and then we realized that they're not there, and that we had to, so we went back to school and did that. So it was a team effort, and I truly do love Abby for all that she's done, and I know that I will have her on speed dial too in taking on this new initiative, and I thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Board members, you guys have any comments, questions for Abby as she exits, and Wendy as she transitions after her 30-day separation retirement? She will be transitioning into Clarksville. Anybody have any questions? I feel like I've given them kind of a lot of background, Abby, when you guys weren't here. Whenever they approved your contract, they know that you're highly accomplished, and you and Abby work very closely together, so we should not see any gaps whatsoever.
I have even joked that those teachers who don't know me well may not realize that someone else has taken over.
Well, we were just looking at that. It was like, oh, yes. No, so no questions or anything, because we have our committees and all that. So
Tina's kept us abreast of everything, but you both have so much energy. It's kind of hard not to be excited. So thank you for your time here and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, you guys.
Okay.
Dr. A.
Thank you again. Just a couple of things. I just wanted to update you where we are with Amori Pre-K. As you know, we've just finished the school year, but we're gearing up for next year as well. Just want to let you know we are already at 25 who have signed up for interest, and that at this point in time, we've historically not had that many folks show interest. So I'm going to hope that that is a good omen and a good sign as we continue on through the summer. We are working with the We talked about how there have been lots of changes at the state level with FSSA and the process and the application process, but we do have Ms. Hubbard, who is our business teacher over at the high school, who had extensive work before she came to us with on-the-way pre-K and FSSA, so she'll be working with us on that procedure. On June 11th, we do have an open house in the evening from 5:30 to 7 for those who are interested in applying for the vouchers, so there will be an opportunity for them to get some assistance, and that will be at Clarksville Elementary School due to our renovations here at Rella. But as we continue on through the summer, I'll give you updates as we go along. And that's all I have for tonight. Thank you.
All right, comments. Are y'all commented out? Do we have any new comments?
I just want to say congratulations to all the retirees, and I look forward to see what our new athletic director brings to the game. I know he's got some good thoughts there during the interview, so I look to see it come into action. So, high expectations.
Looks like we've had a lot of wonderful things happen in the last few weeks, and it looks like we've got lots of good things forthcoming. So, very nice to meet you. Fitz, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And nice to welcome you into our family. And I want to tell, I just love to say it, Goldie. My grandson named her Goldie. But graduation was great. It was a good night. Awards day to both of you was really, really nice. You all do it like you do it every day. And you make it look simple, and I know it's not simple getting something like that together. But it was 2 very good days for our family anyway. But for others as well, it was really, really nice, and I appreciate you. And you.
I always love graduation, and it always turns out really great. So good job. And welcome, Fitz, sorry. Welcome.
I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget.
Ditto, flawless job, Adrian, flawless. It just goes so well, and it's such a beautiful ceremony and everything, and welcome, Fitz.
Yeah, I agree. Awards day and graduation would seem to be extra special for some reason this year. The music was great. Everything was, I don't know. I don't know, maybe it was my 10th graduation on the board, but it was, I don't know, it was just extra special. So thank you both very much. And welcome, Fitz. Bus driver retention stipends, signing bonuses. Dr. Bennett.
Yes, ma'am. Upload in your portal was a copy of the recommendation for school bus driver retention stipends and signing bonuses. These offers are contingent upon employees reaching specific milestones and maintaining permanent status as Clarksville Community School employees. The signing bonus is $1,000 offered to new hires and paid upon completion of the following milestones. $250 is paid upon completion of the 30th day of school. $250 is paid upon the completion of the 90th day of school. And $500 is paid upon the completion of the 180th school day worked. Days will be tracked by the transportation director, and upon completion of each milestone confirmed and signed by the employee and director will be submitted with time cards for payments on the following pay period. The retention stipends for returning bus drivers ending their 3rd year of service or higher will be eligible for a $1,000 retention stipend paid upon the completion of the following milestones. $250 paid on the 2nd payroll in November, $250 paid on the 2nd payroll in December, and $500 paid on the 1st payroll in June. We have 6 drivers this year who qualify for this year's stipend. Ms. Elizabeth Ross, Ms. Cindy Seabolt, Ms. Laura Arthur, and Mr. Tim Moriarty. Mr. Mike Kane and Ms. Tabitha McCurdy. If you have no questions, I will bring this recommendation back next week for approval.
Anything under other?
That's it.
All right, we are adjourned. Enjoy your evening.